Hey there, pirates. Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. 3 former enemies of the Straw Hats are about to become Luffy's allies right now, which is incredible. Buggy, Crocodile, and Mihawk, all 3 together. And we're going to reveal how it's going to happen right now. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. People, today's theory is so absurd that it actually sounds obvious once you hear it. What if Cross Guild, the organization putting bounties on Marines like it's Black Friday, asked to sail under the Straw Hat flag and officially become part of Luffy's Grand Fleet? Yes, Crocodile, Mihawk, and Buggy on their knees, or almost, asking permission to become subordinates of the kid they used to call a rookie. Sounds crazy? Then sit down, because I'm going to show you how the current manga is already drawing this path in fluorescent ink. Point 1. Cross Guild was born to survive. Crocodile and Mihawk aren't idiots. They know the world has just been flipped upside down after Vegapunk's broadcast. The sea rising, the world government declaring total war on anyone who dares to dream, the Gorosei turning into demons on live TV, Blackbeard hunting big names, Shanks being mysterious, Luffy officially possessing the most dangerous fruit in history. 2 former warlords and 1 genius clown realized instantly that staying alone right now is signing a death certificate. They need strong allies. They need an army. They need, whether they like it or not, the name that is shaking the world more than anyone else: Monkey D. Luffy. Point 2. Buggy is already Luffy's subordinate, without meaning to be. That's a fact, not a theory. Ever since the end of Marineford, Buggy became part of the Grand Fleet by accident. The newspaper called him the leader of the Impel Down, escaped prisoners. Luffy didn't bother correcting it, and the whole world believes the clown is one of the fleet's commanders. Buggy himself lives in panic because of it, but he never denied it publicly. Now he's the head of Cross Guild. If the entire Cross Guild joins, Buggy joins as a subordinate captain who has technically been in the fleet for years. All that's left is to formalize what fate already mocked. Point 3. Crocodile and Mihawk respect real strength. Crocodile saw Luffy grow from Alabasta to becoming a Yonko. He took punches, lost an empire, and still the kid came back stronger. Mihawk trained Zoro, saw Luffy awaken Conqueror's Haki at Marineford, saw the 3 billion berry poster. They both know Luffy is no longer the brat who used to take their hits. He's the guy who brought down Kaido, who made the world hear the truth about the Void Century. Villain pride has limits when survival knocks on the door. Point 4. Cross Guild has exactly what Luffy's Grand Fleet is still missing: political intelligence, money, an information network, and professional bounty hunters. Luffy has an army, 56 ships, millions of followers, but he has no intelligent structure. Crocodile and Mihawk bring that on a silver platter. Imagine Bartolomeo taking direct orders from Crocodile on where to strike Marine bases, or Sai from the Happo Navy receiving a secret route map drawn by Mihawk. It's an instant upgrade. Point 5. The biggest reason of all is the shared enemy. After Vegapunk's broadcast, the world government doesn't just want to defeat Luffy, it wants to erase him from history. Cross Guild was created to hunt Marines. The targets are the same: Gorosei, Admirals, Cypher Paul, Celestial Dragons. The difference is that Luffy wants total freedom, and Cross Guild wants money and revenge. But total freedom includes destroying the system that underpays for dead Marines. The goals fit like a glove. How can this happen in the current manga? The most likely scenario: Elbaf or right after. Cross Guild is operating on some nearby island, probably still Karaibare. The Sunny arrives in Elbaf. Chaos ensues. The Gorosei appear or send an admiral after Luffy. Cross Guild, already earning a fortune with Marine heads, sees a golden chance: protect Luffy in exchange for an official alliance. Crocodile sends a message via Den Mushi. Of course, he has Buggy's number. Clown, take this proposal to your real boss. We cover the rear, you cover the front. Nobody dies, everybody wins. Buggy shows up sweating bullets, trying to maintain his Emperor act, and delivers the message. Luffy listens, scratches his head, and drops the line that changes everything: if they want to fight on our side, let them. More meat at the party. Done. Alliance sealed without anyone kneeling. Crocodile and Mihawk accept because they know it's the smartest move of their lives. Buggy accepts because he was already a subordinate anyway. Part 2. Straight to the point, no turning back. What happens after Cross Guild knocks on the door and Luffy, with his mouth full of meat, answers, "Sure, let him in," is the biggest power jump the Grand Fleet has ever had in a single day. First, immediate effect. The world government has a nervous breakdown. Until Egghead, they could pretend the threat was just a Yonko with a big fleet. Now, that same Yonko gets, as a gift, the organization that put bounties on admirals, has the biggest mercenary network in the world and includes 2 monsters who know every dirty secret of the Marines. Luffy's bounty doesn't even need an update. Fear does the job for free. Second effect, Zoro almost drops his sword from a mix of shame and excitement. Mihawk being officially on his side is the realization of both a dream and a nightmare. The swordsman is going to spend weeks without sleeping well, training until he bleeds, because now his master is watching every strike up close. Mihawk, for his part, will treat Zoro like a wing lieutenant, correcting his posture mid-battle with a lower-your-knee boy, while slicing a marine ship in half. It's private lessons with blood. Third effect, Crocodile and Sanji become each other's kitchen nightmare. Crocodile wants strong black coffee all day. Sanji wants to serve herbal tea with lemon. Crocodile wants cold, calculated plans. Sanji wants to kick first and ask later. In the end, they'll end up smoking in the same corner of the Sunny, exchanging intel about secret marine bases while complaining that these kids have no sense of logistics. That's where the most unlikely and most efficient intelligence duo of the fleet is born. Fourth effect, Buggy finally stops pretending. He was a forced subordinate before. Now he's a shameless one. He'll keep yelling that he's the boss, but everyone knows Luffy is the one in charge. The funniest part is that this actually benefits him. Cross-guild subordinates start following orders that come from Emperor Buggy, but are really orders from Luffy filtered through the clown. Buggy's ego inflates, efficiency skyrockets. Fifth effect, money. Cross-guild lives off bounties. The Grand Fleet lives off adventure. Together, they become a self-sustaining war machine. Every marine head taken turns into berries to repair ships, buy food, bribe islands, and fund revolutions. Cavendish becomes a propaganda star. Bartolomeo gets the Cross-guild symbol tattooed next to the straw hat symbol. Hadruden hauls containers of gold on his back laughing. Sixth, and most important effect, the world balance shatters once and for all. The world government loses control of the narrative. They can't call Luffy a regular dangerous pirate anymore. Now, he's a coalition that includes former warlords, former emperors, former Impel-Down prisoners, giants, samurai, minks, indirect revolutionaries, and a clown who became a Yonko by accident. It's literally everyone the system has ever hated aiming at the same target, Mary Joas. And the best part, no one had to swear eternal loyalty. Luffy didn't ask for it. Crocodile and Mihawk didn't offer it. It was simply an agreement of we want the same thing, let's do it together. Exactly the way Luffy did with Law at Punk Hazard, with Bedge and Whole Cake, with everyone who has ever fought alongside him. The difference is the scale. This time, it's permanent. When the final war arrives, the army that will strike the Red Line won't just be the Straw Hats and friends. It'll be the most organized chaos the sea has ever seen. Mercenary clowns, unbeatable swordsmen, sand crocodiles, handsome knights, drunken giants, samurai with no kingdom, all marching behind a rubber boy who only wanted to eat meat and be free. And the world government will look at all of this and understand far too late that underestimating the boy who lets everyone join the party was the biggest mistake in its history. What do you think about this? The biggest pirate association is going to side with Luffy, and it's going to be incredible. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.